Hey everyone, welcome back to Roulette Fever. So today I'm back with a strategy where we are gonna cover 3 dozens, okay? All of the dozens at the same time, but with inside bets, okay? So we are gonna bet on corner bets, okay? And we're gonna bet with $1 unit size, okay? So let's begin because I'm really excited to share this strategy with all of you. Yeah. So make sure that your corner bets don't overlap each other, that's all, okay? Other than that, just be your own judge because you are going to cover 8 numbers on each and every dozen. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. I've chosen these numbers, but you can shuffle. You can change this corner bets. You can shuffle in between rounds and in any way you want to. And we're going to follow a certain progression and we are going to target 30 units per round. Okay, and in this case, that's going to be $30. But you can increase or decrease it according to your initial bets. Okay, so as you can see that we are gonna win $3, okay, with our initial bets, and that's why I said we are gonna target $30 because 10 wins, straight 10 wins are gonna take us to $30. But even if that doesn't happen, we're gonna follow the progression. So that's why I'm targeting 30 units per session. Okay. Now I'm not gonna change any of the corner bets after the win in this case, but you can change it if you want to. But make sure that these corner bets don't overlap each other. That's all. Press pen. We have another win. Great. This is not a lengthy progression, but what I'm going to say that as we are betting on the inside bets, so it gets a bit tricky or you can say a bit aggressive, in the last few steps, but it's not a lengthy one. And intentionally, I've kept it short, as I very often do when I'm betting on inside bets. We have another win. Great. It's been a good start so far. Let's see. Great, another win. So as I said that I'm really excited to share this strategy with all of you because again this strategy is also giving me really quick growth. Although we can face one or two losses here and there and in consecutive rounds because again these are inside bets, so things like that can happen. So in that case we are going to use the progression, and through the progression, when you are going to take the path of regression, which step of the regression you're gonna come down to will solely depend on how farther you are away from the previous session high. Okay, like I very often do in my strategies. Be sensible and don't be rigid. So choose your regressions properly after a win through progression. Okay, we're already up by 24 by straight 8 wins. Great, and we have our first loss. Not a problem. We're going to increase our bet size by $1 on each and every bet. Okay. And remember the previous session high. In this case, it was 24. Okay. So let's pay. Now we have the number 24. Okay. Great. Another loss. So not an issue. So that's why the progression comes into play. We're going to increase our bet size by $1 once again. Now it doesn't always remain like this. Okay. We are not going to always increase our bet size by $1. And let's win. Remember the all-time session high, which was 24. Okay. Okay, we have a win, but we haven't gotten to a new session high, so we are gonna come down one step into the regression. Okay. Try to minimize your risks as much as you can. Okay. Let's win. There will be some cases where we have another loss where you may have to remain on that same bit, in that same step where you just won in the progression. There will be situations like that due to the session high situation. Maybe you will find yourself in a position where you'll have to keep on bet with that same amount rather than taking any regression because you want to get back to the all-time session high. Okay, so now we're going to increase our bet size by $2 on every bet. Okay, we faced a few wins to begin with. Now we are facing losses, but that's a part of this kind of a strategy. Okay, always remember in which step of the progression you are in and mitigate your risks properly. Okay, now again I'm going to decrease my bet size because I don't want to take this much of risk. Okay, on a single bet. Okay, let's spin. Now we're betting with $3 on every bet. Okay, okay, we have another loss. In that case, we are again gonna increase our bet size by $2 on each and every bet. I'm gonna use the end of this progression as my stop loss, but you can have your own number. Okay, okay, we have a win, and again we are gonna check where we are. Okay, we're still down by -3, and our last bet was 30. So in this case, again, we are gonna decrease our bet size. As I said, mitigate your risks. Okay, there's no need to hurry. You can take your time. Okay, we have another loss. So we are just moving around in between these steps from 3 to 5 and from 5 to 3. That's why I'm not keeping my bets to the $5 units because I know there will be losses. So in that case, I'll have to come down. Okay, we have a win. Again, we're gonna come down to 3. And let's spin. Wow, great. It seems as if the boat doesn't, or the wheel doesn't want us to move from these steps. From 3 to 5, and then from 5 to 3. That's what we have been doing for the last few minutes. Okay, we have another win. Again, we're going to decrease. As I said, that you may find yourself in a situation where where you should not follow the regression. You need to keep your bets with that same amount, with the same high amount where you just won through the progression. So, for example, in this case, I was decreasing my bet from 5 to 3. Maybe there will be a certain time where I will have to keep on bet with $5 on each and every bet due to the gap in between my present situation and all-time session high. Okay, so situations like that can come. You will have to be your own judge, how much risk you want to take. And again, you can shuffle in between the corner bets, but try to make sure that your corner bets don't overlap each other, and make sure to have at least 2 corner bets on each and every dozen, so that none of the dozens, remain with 1 corner bets, and that's how it can become a bit riskier. None of the dozens should be left alone with a single corner bets. That's all. Okay, you have another win rate. So in this case, as you can see that if we follow even the regression, from here on. Okay, so we are not going to get back to the previous session high through the regression. Okay, so I'm going to keep my bet size to this. Okay, $3 per unit. This is what I was talking about. Okay, we don't need to decrease here anymore because we want to get back to the previous session high as soon as possible. But those of you who like to play it even safer, they can go back to their base bet. Okay, that's not an issue. But here I'm going to keep on betting with $3 because this is the step where I think it's safer rather than betting with keeping on bet with $5 unit size. Here it is a bit safer, and this will take me to my previous session I bet earlier. Although I am taking a bit more risk than going back to the base bet, but it's fine. Okay, we have another win. Great. Remember, 24 was our all-time session high, so we are targeting that. Okay, we have another win and we have reached 24. So now we can go back to our base bet. Okay, this was the perfect example what I was trying to explain. Okay, now we are back to our base bet and let's spin. Okay, we have another loss as soon as we got back at par with the previous session high. Again, we are going to increase our bet size and let's spin. Okay, great. We're again back to our previous session high at par with the previous session high. And this is why I targeted 30, because I know in a strategy like this, 10 units will be amazing, you know, 10 times of your, 10 wins directly will be sufficient for a strategy like this. That's why I targeted 30. So we are winning $3 with our initial bet on every win. Again, we are gonna increase our bet size from 2 to 3. Okay, we have a win and we're gonna reduce. Great, 00. Great American roulette. Thankfully, there are no 00s on online roulettes. This 00 gives what can I say, a monster of an edge to the house. There is no point in playing with 00, but as many of you play in physical casinos, offline casinos, so yeah. You have another win. I'm gonna remain on $2 per unit size, okay? As we haven't gotten back to a new session high yet. Okay, we have another win. In this case, I'm gonna go back to my base bet. Let's bet. 2 more wins will do it, but let's see. Okay, another win is needed to get to 30. Okay, we have it. Anyway, as you saw that we didn't need to take the entire progression. Okay, this strategy's been working really fine. Give it a try on demo, guys. I'm gonna write down the entire progression on the screen for you. Let me know how it works for you. Okay, and if you have any strategies that you would like to share, and if you would like to make me a video on that, okay, let me know about it in the comment section. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. And thanks for supporting, guys. Keep on watching. I'm gonna see you on the next video.